Okay, so last week I made a spec commercial for Lipton because I love the black tea label so much, and this is the entire process that went into it. I wanted the ad to be realistic, and by realistic I mean something I could do in my kitchen. I spent some time coming up with the script idea to match the storyboard, and after minutes of scripting and analyzing, I finally had a realistic storyboard to work with. So let's see the storyboard. The idea I scripted was for the whole Lipton tea process to be captured. That's from boiling the water to pouring it into a cup and adding the tea bag. You get the idea. For some reason, I thought the storyboard would make a great commercial. Huge shout out to ChatGPT, by the way. So step 1, which was composing the script, was complete. On to the next step. The next step was to get our materials ready. For the camera, I used the Nikon D300. For the light source, I used the regular ring light, and we can't forget about the Lipton pack. Step 2 completed. For step 3, I had to bring the storyboard to life. In other words, I had to record each and every shot. It took me over an hour to do this, and I was very exhausted. Now it was time for the final step, which was to edit the entire video. And this is when we started seeing problems. You know, there's this intuition we have as humans that everything can't just go right. Something has to just pop up from somewhere. And the bottom line is, if you don't face challenges, you will never grow. Alright? I knew I needed a voiceover for the commercial, but the problem was 11 Labs completely locked me out from using my free trial. I guess I exhausted it, so now they want me to pay for it. Like, seriously. I had no money budgeted for this, so I knew this was going to cause a delay in the project. And yes, I scattered the internet looking for free voiceover websites, but to no avail. So the only option I had to make sure the project came out on time was to do the voiceover. Yeah, my own voice. And it wasn't actually bad. I understood the scope of the project, so all I had to do was to record the script calmly and slowly. And after everything, we finally had this.
In the quiet moments, where the world slows down.
Now I went into the full editing phase, and I still had another problem. I don't know whether this happens to creators out there, but it happens to me when doing stuff like this, and I call it the idea in your mind versus reality. The idea you have in your mind might not come out the same way in reality. As humans, we tend to have this high expectation and dream vague idea, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only problem is when those ideas don't become a reality, we tend to lose hope and think it's all pointless. You have to understand that there's a reality equation. It's either you do something way worse than you had imagined, or you do something even better than your initial idea. Take myself for example. The idea I had for this commercial was for it to be very cool. Nice kitchen feel, nice effects, but in reality, I didn't even like the shots I took. It just felt like random shots with a voiceover. To me, it didn't suit the title of being called a commercial. Plus, one of the shots I took was very shaky, so it means I had to do it again. To me, and for me, the idea we have in our mind is just a guideline. It doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's going to come out in real life, and it's okay. It's just showing you one way something can actually be, and in reality, it's up to you to find multiple ways to achieve a suitable result. And that's what I did. I deleted the initial shot and only filmed the rising shot of the Lipton pack because I knew I was going to find another way to express the true essence of Lipton. And after 5 hours of editing and repeating the same shots, we finally had the right commercial. And just like any other artist, I shared the ad to all social media platforms, hoping that Lipton would see it. I was very excited. I tagged Lipton official handles and even shared it on my story, hoping that Lipton would see it. I was even very sure that Lipton would see it. But at last, Lipton didn't see the ad. I don't think they saw it. I don't even know if they saw it. I checked the next day and nothing happened. So I threw in the bucket. It felt like I wasted my time and effort trying to get Lipton attention and trying to show my appreciation because I love their black tea. It all felt pointless. All these were the thoughts and feelings I had of myself until I saw this. Someone tagged Lipton under my post on Facebook, like the commercial post. I checked the next day and I got comments that made me feel proud of myself. I checked Instagram and I also got a very positive comment from a friend. I guess the ad was so good that it inspired a lot of people. At that moment, I didn't care whether Lipton saw the ad or not. The feeling I would have gotten if Lipton had saw the ad was the same feeling I got when my friends and other people appreciated the ad. I was on top of the world, and it made me realize something very important. Look, the thing with spec work is that we, the creators, want the brand to notice our work. Maybe you want to work with them, maybe you want to show your appreciation. There are literally countless reasons. But you have to understand that projects like this aren't always certain. I mean, that's why it's called a spec work. The full meaning of spec work is speculative work. as in you don't know what the final outcome might bring. There might be creators out there that gave up just because the brand didn't see their work. And if you're a creator, I ask you this: what about your audience? What about the people you inspire? Are you going to leave everything just because the brand didn't see your work? In today's world, we always try to get the big dog's attention, forgetting the reason why we do certain things in the first place. The true essence of spec work is to showcase our skills, to showcase our craft, to showcase what we can do for the reasons we see fit. And if one brand doesn't see your work, the next brand might see it. And if the next brand doesn't see it, the brand after the next brand might see it. But you will never know if you give up on your first try. I really hope Lipton sees this ad one day. But most importantly, I really hope I made you guys proud.
In the quiet moments where the world slows down, we find simplicity, like the gentle descent of a falling leaf. It's a reminder to savor life's flavor pulses. Introducing Lipton's finest black tea, carefully crafted for those who appreciate the art of slowing down. Lipton, where every cup is a journey and every sip is a celebration of life's simple joys.